Hello! So this week I have got 3 films that I would like to bring to your attention, and they're all war stories, or they're all quite different. Sorry, that was Miguel the cat walking through shop there. So I'm going to start with the lightest, although it's not necessarily light-hearted, but it is a black comedy or a satire, so at least you'll get a laugh out of it compared to what else is on offer this week. It's called A Perfect Day, and it's screening on Saturday evening, and it takes a look at 24 hours in the life of aid workers in the Balkans sometime during the mid-90s. The film follows 2 weary aid workers played by Benicio del Toro and Tim Robbins, who work really, really nicely together actually, and we follow them as they try and accomplish a pretty simple task. But in a war zone, nothing is simple. There's not a shot fired in this film. A Perfect Day instead takes us kind of behind the scenes, behind the front line, and it looks at the bleakness and complexities of everyday ordinary life in a war zone. It's simple, it is clever, it is entertaining, and it's relevant. Now, the next film that I would like to mention today is Phoenix, and this is by acclaimed German film director Christian Petzold, and he made that stunning film Barbara that was released in 2012. It's set in post-war Germany, and it's a slow-burning, nuanced, atmospheric film noir story that looks at the life of a Jewish opera singer and Auschwitz survivor who returns to Germany after the war to get her face reconstructed. She was shot during the war, and to try and find her husband. The film stars Nina Hoss. This is actually the 5th time that she's collaborated with Petzold, and I think that this is possibly their best film to date. Also this week I want to make a mention of the film Only the Dead, and this is a documentary by 2-time Oscar winner Bill Gutentag and Australian journalist Michael Ware. A Time magazine correspondent, Ware was in Iraq for 7 years after 9/11, and this is a very graphic, revealing, frank, horrifying and disturbing assessment of what he saw and amazingly lived through. To be honest, I've seen some images that I really wish I hadn't seen, that I could unsee, but I can't. If you can handle it, I seriously recommend you take a look at this film. It's, I think, one of the best accounts of the war against terror that I've seen. Now, on a lighter note, would you like to go to Melbourne? I'm sure you would. If you go to rialtochannel.co.nz, you can learn how you can enter into our trip for a luxury trip to Melbourne. It's all part of the Qantas Australian film season, which is kicking off in November on Rialto Channel. See you next week.